Welcome to Audiobook segment. Every story you'll hear is crafted from the ground up, written, produced, and narrated entirely by us. Nothing recycled, nothing repurposed, just original work made for this channel. So grab your headphones, settle in, and enjoy today's audiobook. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve every goal they set, while others struggle endlessly? The secret isn't just hard work, talent, or luck. It's purpose. Purpose is the invisible engine that fuels every effort, every step, and every decision. When your goals are powered by purpose, they stop being just tasks on a list. They become a calling, a reason to wake up every morning with energy, focus, and determination. Before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe so you never miss a chapter of this series. Every week we'll explore how to unlock the true potential inside you, master your mindset, and turn your dreams into reality. Hit that subscribe button now, and let's journey together toward creating a life that matters. Chapter 1. Discovering the power of purpose. Goals are everywhere. People make them daily, from small personal tasks to big professional ambitions. But here's the truth: not all goals are created equal. Two people can set the same goal, like running a marathon or launching a business, but the outcomes can be completely different. Why? Because one is fueled by purpose and the other isn't. Purpose gives meaning. It gives context to every action. When you know why you are doing something, it becomes easier to push through obstacles. Without purpose, even the most motivated individuals can falter at the first sign of difficulty. Purpose transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Think about a simple goal like waking up early every morning. Many people fail because they focus only on the action itself, waking up at 5 a.m., but someone with purpose wakes up early because it aligns with their bigger vision, maybe to study for a career, train their body, or create something meaningful. The difference is energy. Purpose provides the emotional and psychological fuel that makes consistency effortless. Purpose also strengthens resilience. Life is full of setbacks. Without purpose, failures feel like the end. With purpose, failures are lessons, stepping stones on the path toward a bigger goal. Each mistake becomes a teacher. Each challenge becomes a chance to grow. Purpose gives goals staying power. It is what keeps you going when the path gets rocky. To discover your purpose, you need to ask yourself deep questions. What truly matters to you? What do you want to contribute to the world? What kind of person do you want to become? These questions are not easy to answer, and they require honesty, but finding clarity here is the first step to powering your goals with real, lasting energy. Purpose and goals are like the body and the soul. Goals give you structure and direction. Purpose gives you life and motivation. Without goals, purpose can feel like vague inspiration, but without purpose, goals are hollow and uninspiring. When you combine them, you create unstoppable momentum, a force that carries you through even the toughest challenges. Imagine someone pursuing a goal without purpose. Perhaps they want to lose weight because society says they should. They follow a strict routine, but the motivation fades. On the other hand, someone who wants to lose weight to gain the energy to play with their children or to hike mountains they've dreamed of finds it almost impossible to quit. Purpose transforms a goal from a chore into a mission. Another essential aspect is clarity. Purpose gives your goals direction. When you know why you're doing something, you automatically know what to prioritize and what to ignore. Distractions lose their power. Procrastination becomes easier to overcome, and every action aligns with the bigger picture. Purpose creates focus and eliminates wasted effort. Purpose also inspires creativity. When the stakes feel significant, your mind begins to explore solutions that weren't obvious before. Obstacles become puzzles to solve, not walls to stop you. When your goals are powered by purpose, every challenge is an invitation to think differently, work smarter, and persist harder. Many people confuse motivation with purpose. Motivation comes and goes, it's fleeting. Purpose, however, is enduring. Motivation might get you started, but purpose keeps you going when motivation fades. That is why people with strong purpose can sustain effort long after excitement disappears. Their goals are no longer temporary projects. They become expressions of who they are. Purpose also connects you to something bigger than yourself. Goals without purpose are self-focused, but when purpose is involved, your goals contribute to a greater mission, whether it's helping others, creating value, or leaving a legacy. This connection makes effort feel meaningful and inspires commitment beyond what you thought possible. Understanding your purpose also gives you confidence. When you know why you are doing something, doubt loses its grip. You begin to trust your path, trust your decisions, and trust your ability to succeed. Purpose aligns your actions with your identity. You are no longer acting randomly. You are acting as the person you were meant to become. So, how do you begin? Start small. Identify one goal you are passionate about. Ask yourself why it matters. Dig deep until you find a purpose that makes your heart respond, that makes your mind focus, and that makes your body willing to take consistent action. That single purpose-driven goal will teach you more about yourself than years of unfocused effort. Purpose doesn't need to be grand. It doesn't have to change the world immediately. Even small purposes, like helping a friend, learning a skill, or improving your health, create momentum. What matters is that the goal resonates deeply, aligns with your values, and feels meaningful enough to drive consistent effort. Once you connect purpose to a goal, take action immediately. Purpose without action is theory. Action without purpose is effort without direction. Together they become unstoppable. Every morning you wake up, remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing. Let that purpose fuel your choices, your effort, and your persistence. Watch as ordinary goals transform into extraordinary results. Purpose also builds patience. When goals are aligned with your deeper why, you understand that success takes time. You accept delays, setbacks, and challenges because you see them as necessary steps. Goals become journeys instead of deadlines, and the journey itself becomes fulfilling. Finally, purpose gives you fulfillment. Many people reach goals without ever feeling satisfied because the goals weren't meaningful. Purpose ensures that your success carries emotional and psychological satisfaction. You achieve, yes, but you also feel complete. Your goals are no longer external milestones. They are reflections of your inner growth and values. To wrap up, remember this: goals without purpose are like ships without wind. Direction exists, but momentum does not. Purpose is the wind, the power, the life force that propels you forward. Discover your purpose, align your goals, and take consistent action. That combination doesn't just create achievement, it creates meaning, fulfillment, and a life that inspires. So take a moment, ask yourself why. Find that spark, and let it power your journey. When your goals are fueled by purpose, there's nothing that can stop you. Nothing can hold you back. Nothing can limit the potential that already exists within you. You are capable, you are driven, and now, your purpose is your power. Chapter 2. Aligning actions with purpose. Purpose is powerful, but power alone isn't enough to truly harness it. You must align your actions with it. Goals are like destinations on a map, and actions are the steps you take to reach them. Without alignment, your steps are random, scattered, and inefficient, but when every action reflects your purpose, progress becomes inevitable. It's like the wind catching a perfectly angled sail. Suddenly, you move forward effortlessly. The first step to alignment is clarity. You need to know not only what your goal is, but why it matters. Ask yourself, why does this goal ignite something inside me? When you have clarity, decision-making becomes simpler. Choices that support your purpose become obvious. Choices that distract or derail you become easy to avoid. Purpose acts as a compass, guiding every step, every decision, and every action. Think about someone training for a marathon. Running every day without understanding why it matters can become tedious, even frustrating. But if their purpose is to challenge themselves, to build resilience, or to raise awareness for a cause, every run gains energy and meaning. The same distance feels lighter. The same effort feels fueled. That's the difference. Alignment makes actions infused with purpose feel effortless and fulfilling. Alignment also requires honesty. Many people think they are aligned with their goals, but their actions tell a different story. They say they want to succeed, yet they spend hours on distractions. They claim they value growth, but they avoid challenges. Purpose alignment is brutal in its simplicity. It asks you to confront where your actions are inconsistent with your stated goals. Only then can you correct the course. Consistency is another critical factor. Purpose fuels motivation, but consistent action converts that motivation into results. Even small, repetitive actions aligned with purpose can create massive outcomes over time. Imagine dropping water into a stone basin every day. Each drop alone seems insignificant, but together they carve grooves in rock. That is the power of persistent, aligned action. To maintain alignment, create systems that support your purpose. If your goal is to write a book, set aside dedicated writing time, remove distractions, and track your progress. Systems remove reliance on fleeting motivation. They turn purposeful intention into reliable, repeatable action. With aligned systems, even on days you feel tired or distracted, your purpose guides your steps automatically. Alignment also deepens focus. When you understand your purpose, irrelevant activities lose their grip. You no longer waste energy on things that don't matter. Every choice becomes deliberate. Every hour becomes valuable. Purpose becomes a filter, letting in only what supports your growth and excluding what weakens it. This clarity saves time, energy, and emotional bandwidth. The alignment of actions and purpose also breeds confidence. You no longer second-guess your choices, because each one is connected to a larger vision. Even failures are easier to bear because you understand how they contribute to your journey. When actions consistently reflect purpose, self-doubt diminishes. You develop trust in yourself, in your decisions, your abilities, and your path. Challenges will test your alignment. Life rarely allows a straight path. Unexpected obstacles, distractions, or pressures can pull you off course. In these moments, returning to your purpose is crucial. Ask yourself, does this action move me toward what matters? If yes, commit. If not, let it go. Alignment is not rigidity, it is guided flexibility. It allows you to navigate challenges without losing sight of your destination. Purpose-driven alignment also transforms habits. Habits are the repeated actions that shape your daily life. When aligned with purpose, habits no longer feel like chores. They become extensions of who you are. Brushing your teeth becomes not just hygiene, but a step towards self-care. Studying becomes not just obligation, but preparation for your dreams. Purpose converts mundane effort into meaningful practice. One of the most powerful aspects of aligning actions with purpose is momentum. Action creates motion, and motion generates energy. Purpose ensures that momentum moves in the right direction. When you consistently act in alignment with your why, you begin to experience compound growth. Small steps accumulate, decisions compound, and results start to multiply exponentially. This is how ordinary people achieve extraordinary outcomes. Another layer to consider is adaptability. Purpose alignment does not mean following a rigid plan blindly. Life changes, new information appears, and circumstances evolve. Alignment requires regularly revisiting your goals and methods. Ask yourself, are my current actions still serving my purpose? Are there better ways to move forward? Purpose is constant, but actions must remain flexible to be effective. Accountability enhances alignment. Sharing your purpose with mentors, friends, or communities can reinforce your actions. When someone else knows what you aim to achieve, you naturally act more deliberately. Accountability also provides feedback. Others can help you spot misalignment that you might overlook, keeping your journey efficient and purposeful. Purpose alignment is not always comfortable. It often demands sacrifice, focus, and discipline. You may need to decline invitations, ignore distractions, or push past fatigue. But the discomfort is temporary, and the results are permanent. Every action aligned with purpose is an investment in the life you want, a step closer to goals that matter deeply. Visualization reinforces alignment. Picture yourself succeeding, fully living your purpose. Feel the satisfaction, the growth, and the impact. When you imagine your life aligned with purpose, your subconscious mind starts guiding your actions toward that reality. Visualization turns abstract purpose into tangible steps, bridging the gap between vision and execution. Purpose alignment also enhances decision-making speed. When faced with multiple options, those aligned with your goals stand out clearly. You waste less time overthinking and second-guessing. When purpose becomes the lens through which you view decisions, you act decisively, avoiding wasted energy and lost opportunities. Every choice becomes strategic. Energy management is another component. Purpose alignment helps you prioritize high-impact activities over trivial ones. You conserve energy for the actions that truly matter. The result is not just progress, but sustainable progress. You don't burn out, you build resilience and capacity. Alignment turns effort into efficient, meaningful output. Reflection solidifies alignment. Regularly review your actions, outcomes, and habits. Are they moving you closer to your purpose? What worked and what didn't? Reflection ensures that alignment is not accidental, but intentional. It keeps your journey precise and your efforts focused, preventing drift and distraction over time. Aligning actions with purpose also creates fulfillment. When every step contributes to a meaningful goal, life feels rich. Success is not just an endpoint, it is experienced in every action, every effort, every small win. Alignment transforms work into joy, challenges into opportunities, and growth into satisfaction. You no longer chase success, you live it daily. Ultimately, aligning actions with purpose bridges the gap between dreaming and achieving. Goals alone can motivate temporarily, but alignment with purpose sustains effort indefinitely. The combination transforms intention into reality, vision into accomplishment, and potential into results. Alignment is the practical engine that turns abstract desire into tangible achievement. So, take a moment now. Look at your goals. Ask yourself, are my actions reflecting my purpose? Are they deliberate, consistent, and meaningful? Identify one adjustment today, one change in how you act, one habit to align more deeply with your why. Start small, but start now. Alignment is a practice, and each day you strengthen it, your power grows exponentially. When you consistently align your actions with purpose, you will notice a shift. Obstacles feel manageable, energy feels abundant, decisions feel clear, progress accelerates. You feel in control of your life, because every step is intentional. Your goals are no longer distant dreams, they are unfolding realities, fueled by the invisible engine of purpose. Purpose gives power. Alignment unleashes it. Together they create unstoppable momentum, transforming ordinary actions into extraordinary outcomes. When your goals are guided by purpose and executed through aligned action, the impossible becomes achievable. You discover not just how to reach your goals, but how to live a life of meaning, impact, and fulfillment. Chapter 3: Overcoming Distractions and Staying Focused. In a world full of constant noise, staying focused on your goals is one of the greatest challenges you will face. Every day, distractions surround you. Phones, social media, endless notifications, and countless demands on your attention. Even well-intentioned people struggle to maintain focus. But when you understand the value of purpose, focus becomes easier. Purpose acts like a magnet, drawing your attention toward what truly matters and away from what doesn't. Distractions are not just external, they are internal as well. Doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs constantly pull your mind in different directions. Thoughts like "I'm not ready" or "I can't do this" are distractions disguised as reality. Recognizing these mental interruptions is the first step toward conquering them. Awareness allows you to separate meaningful action from wasted energy. Focus is not just about resisting distraction, it is about intentional direction of your energy. Imagine a magnifying glass concentrating sunlight to start a fire. Energy scattered in every direction produces little. Energy concentrated on one point creates heat, light, and power. Purpose aligns your energy like that magnifying glass, transforming ordinary effort into extraordinary results. One of the keys to focus is clarity in your goals. When you know exactly what you want to achieve and why, distractions lose their grip. Each task becomes a stepping stone toward a greater mission. Ambiguity invites distraction. Clarity enforces action. Purpose turns vague intentions into clear priorities, making focus a natural consequence of understanding what matters most. The mind craves novelty, which is why distractions are so tempting. Social media, news, and even harmless entertainment grab attention instantly. To overcome this, you must create boundaries. Set dedicated times for work, learning, or skill development. Use tools to minimize interruptions, silence notifications. When you create an environment that supports focus, you make it easier to act consistently and stay aligned with your purpose. Discipline plays a major role. Focus is not always natural. It is cultivated. Discipline is what helps you do the hard things when you don't feel like it. It is what allows you to choose a single productive action over countless easier but meaningless alternatives. Discipline is the bridge between purpose and action. Without it, even the clearest purpose cannot produce results. Another powerful strategy is to break large goals into smaller, manageable steps. Large tasks often feel overwhelming, causing the mind to wander. By creating smaller, clear actions, you make progress tangible and immediate. Each small success fuels momentum and reinforces your ability to stay focused. Purpose gives you direction. Small steps make the journey actionable. Mindfulness and presence are also essential. Being fully present in each moment allows you to notice distractions before they take hold. Focus is like a muscle. The more you practice presence, the stronger it becomes. Simple techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or reflective pauses can sharpen your attention and keep your mind tethered to your purpose. Energy management cannot be overlooked. Focus is difficult when your body is tired or your mind is drained. Purpose gives motivation, but without adequate energy, you cannot sustain concentration. Prioritize rest, nutrition, and physical activity. Treat your body as the vessel that carries your purpose, because a clear, energized mind is the foundation of lasting focus. Accountability strengthens focus. When someone else knows your goals, or when you publicly commit to an objective, your attention becomes more disciplined. External accountability creates pressure, but it also reinforces your internal drive. Combine accountability with purpose, and you create a powerful system that propels action even when motivation wanes. Eliminating multitasking is another key principle. The brain is not designed to perform multiple complex tasks simultaneously. Every time you divide your attention, efficiency and quality decline. Purpose-driven focus means giving full attention to one task at a time, knowing that each completed step brings you closer to your larger goal. Depth beats breadth every time. Purpose also fuels resilience against distraction. When challenges arise, it's easy to become sidetracked or discouraged. Purpose reminds you why you started, giving strength to refocus when your mind drifts. The more meaningful your goal, the more resistance you have against interruption. Purpose transforms focus from a momentary effort into a sustained lifestyle. Time management reinforces focus. Prioritize tasks that contribute most to your purpose. Delegate or eliminate those that don't. Every moment you invest should serve your larger mission. Focus and time management are inseparable. Without structure, even the strongest purpose can be diluted by scattered actions and wasted hours. Routine supports concentration. Establishing daily patterns reduces decision fatigue, freeing mental space for deeper work. Purposeful routines make focus automatic, turning repeated actions into habits that require less conscious effort. When aligned with purpose, routine becomes the engine that drives consistent progress toward your goals. Reflection and review are equally important. Evaluate your day, noting where focus succeeded and where distractions prevailed. Identify triggers and patterns that weaken concentration. Continuous refinement ensures that alignment between purpose and action strengthens over time. Reflection makes focus intentional, not accidental. Motivation alone is unreliable. The world constantly tests your concentration. Purpose is the constant that anchors your attention. When your why is strong, even the most tempting distractions lose power. You act with deliberate intention, not reactive impulse. Focus becomes less about forcing attention and more about allowing your energy to flow naturally toward meaningful goals. Environmental cues also play a role. Create spaces that encourage concentration and minimize interruption. Surround yourself with symbols of your purpose. Images, quotes, tools, or objects that remind you of your goals. Purpose embedded in your surroundings reinforces focus and makes action almost effortless. Even when setbacks occur, purpose-driven focus persists. Mistakes, delays, and failures are inevitable, but they don't derail the committed individual. Focused action treats obstacles as temporary, solvable challenges. Purpose keeps your attention locked on solutions and progress, not on problems and distractions. Finally, combining focus with purposeful action creates momentum. Momentum is what transforms potential into reality. Each focused effort compounds, moving you closer to your goal. When you act deliberately, consistently, and with clarity, results follow naturally. Purpose and focus are inseparable allies, turning intention into achievement and dreams into lived experience. In conclusion, staying focused requires intentionality, discipline, and environmental design. Purpose is your anchor, focus is your sail. Together they allow you to navigate the waves of distraction and steadily move toward your objectives. Every day, remind yourself of your why, remove distractions, and direct your energy with precision. The more consistently you do this, the closer you get to the person you are meant to become. Chapter 4. Building consistent habits around purpose. Purpose provides the fuel, but habits provide the engine. Without consistent habits, even the clearest purpose remains just a thought. Habits are the small, repeated actions that form the foundation of achievement. They are the invisible scaffolding that supports every goal you pursue. When habits align with purpose, every day becomes a step forward, every effort compounds, and progress becomes inevitable. The first step in building purposeful habits is understanding the link between behavior and outcome. Every action you repeat shapes who you become. Eating healthy, exercising, reading, writing, planning, and reflecting. Each act is like a brushstroke, painting the picture of your future self. Habits are the building blocks, and purpose is the blueprint that ensures the structure stands strong. Consistency is more important than intensity. Many people wait for perfect motivation or energy, but these fluctuate. Purpose gives you the reason, but habits give you the consistency to act even when motivation fades. Small, deliberate actions repeated daily often outweigh sporadic bursts of effort. Think of it as saving pennies. Over time, they accumulate into significant wealth. To build habits effectively, start with clarity. Identify actions that directly support your purpose. Ask yourself, what daily behaviors will move me closer to my meaningful goals? The clearer the connection between habit and purpose, the stronger the habit becomes. When you understand why it matters, resistance diminishes and action becomes easier. Environment plays a powerful role. Surround yourself with cues that reinforce your habits. If your purpose involves health, keep nutritious food visible and remove temptations. If learning is your goal, create spaces dedicated to study, free from distractions. Purposeful environments make alignment effortless, turning intention into automatic action. Accountability enhances habit formation. Sharing your goals with a trusted friend, mentor, or community creates pressure and support. When others know your purpose, you naturally act with integrity, striving to match your actions with your commitments. Accountability also provides feedback, helping you adjust habits to stay aligned with your goals. Start small, but start consistently. Many people attempt grand changes overnight, only to falter under pressure. True growth is gradual. Tiny, consistent habits build momentum and confidence. For instance, committing to 10 minutes of focused work each day, or reading a single page each night, may seem insignificant, but over months, these small steps yield massive results. Purpose magnifies the impact of these consistent actions. Tracking progress strengthens habits. When you see tangible evidence of your daily efforts, motivation grows. Tracking does not have to be complex. A simple journal, calendar, or digital app can record your consistency. Every check mark reinforces your commitment and creates a sense of accomplishment, connecting your actions back to your purpose. Reflection deepens habit effectiveness. Regularly review which actions are driving meaningful progress and which are not. Adjust your routines based on insights gained. Reflection ensures habits remain aligned with purpose, preventing drift into ineffective behaviors. Purpose without reflection risks becoming abstract. Reflection turns purpose into precise action. Discipline is essential. Habits are not always comfortable. Some days you will feel tired, distracted, or uninspired. Purpose reminds you why you started, but discipline ensures action even when you don't feel like it. Action taken in spite of resistance strengthens character, fortifies willpower, and makes future consistency easier. Discipline bridges intention and achievement. Purposeful habits also create identity reinforcement. Every action consistent with your purpose sends a message to yourself: this is who I am. Over time, habits shape identity. You no longer act merely to achieve goals. You act because it reflects the person you are becoming. Habits transform abstract purpose into living, breathing behavior. Flexibility is important as well. Life is unpredictable, and rigid routines can collapse under pressure. Purpose-driven habits allow for adaptability. The focus is not on perfection but on alignment. When circumstances change, find alternative actions that still serve your purpose. Adaptation keeps momentum moving, even through challenges and disruptions. Habits compound over time. Just as money grows with interest, daily purposeful actions accumulate into remarkable results. A single action may seem minor, but repeated over weeks, months, and years, the impact is monumental. Purpose acts like the force multiplying this effect, ensuring each habit contributes to meaningful growth and progress. Account for triggers and cues. Habits are often triggered by specific contexts, emotions, or times of day. Identify triggers that lead to unproductive behaviors and replace them with cues for positive, purposeful action. For instance, feeling stressed might lead to scrolling your phone, but replace it with a short walk or journaling to align with your purpose. Awareness of triggers strengthens self-control and habit formation. Celebrate progress, but stay humble. Recognize milestones reached and habits maintained, but avoid complacency. Purposeful habits are a journey, not a destination. Acknowledging progress reinforces motivation, while humility keeps you striving for continuous improvement. Habits built on purpose should inspire growth, not ego. Leverage the power of morning and evening routines. The start and end of your day set the tone for focus, energy, and consistency. Begin with actions that align with your purpose: reading, planning, exercise, reflection, and end with review, gratitude, and preparation for tomorrow. These anchor points strengthen the structure of your daily habits and tie them to meaningful goals. Purposeful habits also cultivate resilience. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but when habits are ingrained, they act as stabilizers. You continue forward even when motivation falters. Resilient habits sustain momentum and prevent derailment. Each consistent action reinforces your capability to persist despite obstacles. Over time, purpose-driven habits create a life of flow. Work, learning, exercise, and personal development become integrated into a seamless rhythm. Effort feels natural. Energy flows, and results compound. Purpose provides direction, habits provide consistency, and the combination produces extraordinary achievement and fulfillment. Remember, habits are not just tasks to complete. They are declarations of who you are becoming. Every time you act in alignment with purpose, you send a signal to yourself and the world: I am committed, I am capable, I am becoming the person I intend to be. Purpose turns repetitive actions into identity-shaping rituals. In conclusion, building consistent habits around purpose transforms abstract goals into concrete results. Purpose gives meaning to action, and habits give action reliability. Together they create unstoppable momentum, turning small daily steps into monumental progress. Align your routines, track your actions, reflect regularly, and remain disciplined. Over time, your habits will carry you toward your most meaningful goals, turning purpose into reality. Chapter 5. Embracing challenges as opportunities. Life is full of challenges. Some are small, easily overcome. Others are massive, threatening to derail even the most carefully laid plans. Every goal worth pursuing comes with obstacles, resistance, and moments of doubt. Yet the difference between those who achieve and those who give up lies not in the absence of difficulty, but in the perspective with which challenges are approached. Challenges are not roadblocks, they are opportunities. Purpose transforms obstacles into stepping stones. When your goal is driven by a clear, meaningful purpose, setbacks are no longer discouraging. Instead, they become lessons, feedback, and invitations to grow. Every challenge you face carries within it a chance to learn, adapt, and strengthen your resolve. The greater the challenge, the more profound the opportunity hidden within it. Consider a student learning a difficult skill, like playing a musical instrument or mastering math. The initial struggles may feel overwhelming, even frustrating, but if the student focuses on the purpose, the joy of expression, the satisfaction of mastery, or the doors opened by knowledge, each challenge becomes meaningful. Every mistake becomes part of the learning process, not a reason to quit. Challenges reveal character. When circumstances push you to your limits, you discover strengths you never knew existed. The moments of discomfort, failure, or pressure test your commitment, discipline, and focus. Without challenges, purpose remains theoretical. Facing obstacles is what converts abstract intentions into concrete growth. Purpose is tested, refined, and strengthened in the crucible of adversity. Fear often accompanies challenges. Fear of failure, fear of embarrassment, or fear of the unknown can paralyze action. But purpose acts as a shield, providing clarity and motivation. When your goals are deeply meaningful, fear diminishes. You act despite discomfort, guided by your why. The more significant your purpose, the less intimidating challenges become. They are no longer threats, but invitations to prove your commitment. Resilience is cultivated through adversity. Purpose-driven individuals don't just survive challenges, they adapt, learn, and grow stronger. Each setback is an opportunity to refine skills, strategies, and mindset. Resilience transforms temporary obstacles into long-term advantage. Challenges test your persistence, and every time you rise above, your capacity expands. Perspective is everything. Many people see challenges as punishment or bad luck. The purpose-driven see them as growth opportunities. Reframing obstacles changes the entire experience. Instead of asking, "Why me?" you ask, "What can I learn from this?" or "How can I turn this situation into progress?" Purpose gives you the lens through which challenges become productive experiences. Small, consistent victories in the face of difficulty build confidence. Each challenge you overcome reinforces your belief in your abilities. You begin to trust yourself, knowing that no matter what obstacles arise, you can navigate them. Purpose amplifies this confidence because every effort is connected to something meaningful, giving each victory greater significance. Challenges also reveal gaps in knowledge or skill. They show you where improvement is needed. Without these revelations, growth is limited. Purpose gives you motivation to address these gaps, turning weaknesses into strengths. Every challenge becomes a roadmap, guiding you toward areas where focused action can create the greatest improvement. Collaboration and support are crucial. Challenges often require more than individual effort. Purpose-driven individuals recognize when to seek advice, mentorship, or partnership. Support systems provide perspective, encouragement, and resources that make overcoming obstacles more manageable. Purpose helps you choose collaborators wisely, those aligned with your vision, who elevate rather than distract. Adaptability is key. Challenges rarely follow a predictable path. Purpose ensures that your energy and attention remain directed toward meaningful outcomes, while flexibility allows you to navigate unexpected circumstances. Adaptation doesn't mean abandoning your goals, it means finding the best route to achieve them. Purpose keeps the destination clear, even when the path shifts. Challenges encourage innovation. When conventional approaches fail, the purpose-driven mind seeks new strategies. Creativity flourishes under pressure, and obstacles become catalysts for novel solutions. Every challenge offers the chance to discover methods, ideas, and approaches you might never have explored in comfort. Purpose fuels this inventive spirit, turning problems into possibilities. Patience is another virtue cultivated through challenges. Some goals take time to achieve, and obstacles can slow progress. Purpose reminds you that the journey is meaningful, even when immediate results are absent. Patience allows for persistence, reflection, and strategic planning. Challenges teach endurance, and purpose keeps that endurance productive. Reflection after challenges is essential. Each obstacle provides lessons that, when analyzed, strengthen future action. Reflect on what went wrong, what worked, and how to improve. Purpose-driven reflection transforms setbacks into learning experiences, ensuring that obstacles accelerate growth rather than halt it. Self-discipline becomes sharpened through adversity. Challenges demand controlled action, focus, and persistence. Purpose ensures that this discipline is applied to meaningful goals rather than arbitrary tasks. The more challenges you navigate intentionally, the stronger your self-control and determination become. Discipline, purpose, and focus form an unbreakable trio for overcoming difficulties. Gratitude enhances the process. Even when challenges are painful, finding elements to appreciate, the lessons, the strength gained, or the support received, creates a positive mindset. Purpose amplifies gratitude because each challenge is connected to a meaningful goal. Appreciation for growth fosters resilience and keeps momentum moving forward. Long-term vision helps maintain perspective. Immediate setbacks can feel discouraging, but keeping the bigger picture in mind maintains motivation. Challenges are only part of the journey. Purpose ensures that temporary obstacles do not derail long-term goals. The person who sees beyond the immediate difficulty remains focused on growth and achievement. Failure, when reframed as opportunity, loses its power to discourage. Purpose-driven individuals understand that setbacks are not permanent defeat. They are part of the process, feedback that informs the next action. Each failure is data, each challenge a teacher. Purpose provides the lens to interpret setbacks productively, transforming discouragement into momentum. Challenges strengthen the sense of purpose itself. Each obstacle you overcome deepens your connection to why you started. When faced with adversity, your dedication becomes tangible. Purpose evolves from abstract intention to lived experience, reinforced through the very difficulties that could have stopped you. Growth and challenge are inseparable partners. Finally, embracing challenges builds courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, but action despite it. Purpose gives you the reason to act, and facing obstacles regularly strengthens your bravery. The more challenges you embrace, the more confident you become in your ability to handle uncertainty, adversity, and the unknown. In conclusion, challenges are not enemies, they are allies in disguise. They provide feedback, cultivate resilience, strengthen purpose, reveal gaps, and inspire innovation. Purpose ensures that each challenge contributes to your growth rather than discouragement. By embracing obstacles as opportunities, you transform difficulty into advantage, struggle into learning, and resistance into momentum. The purpose-driven individual doesn't just survive challenges, they rise stronger, wiser, and closer to the life they are meant to achieve. Chapter 6: Mastering Focus and Eliminating Distractions. Focus is the cornerstone of achievement. Without it, even the clearest purpose and the strongest motivation can falter. In a world filled with constant noise and endless stimuli, mastering your attention has become more important than ever. The ability to focus deliberately, consistently, and intentionally separates those who achieve their goals from those who drift through life without direction. Focus is the tool that converts purpose into action. Distractions are everywhere. Social media notifications, text messages, emails, pop-up alerts, and even well-meaning interruptions constantly vie for attention. The external world is only half the problem. Internal distractions are equally powerful. Doubts, daydreams, fatigue, and worry pull your mind away from meaningful tasks. Learning to recognize and control both external and internal distractions is essential for achieving purpose-driven goals. The first step toward mastering focus is awareness. You cannot control what you do not acknowledge. Observe your habits, your routines, and your thought patterns. Notice when your attention drifts and what triggers that drift. Awareness allows you to identify both the sources of distraction and the patterns of inattention that keep you from your purpose. Purpose itself is the anchor for focus. When your actions are connected to a deeply meaningful goal, distractions lose their power. Every choice, task, and effort is filtered through the lens of purpose. If it serves your goal, it deserves attention. If not, it can be ignored. Purpose provides clarity and priority, making focus easier and more natural. Environment shapes your ability to concentrate. A cluttered space, noisy surroundings, and chaotic routines undermine focus. Purpose-driven individuals design environments that support their goals. A dedicated workspace, clear boundaries, and minimized interruptions create conditions where focus can flourish. When your surroundings reinforce your purpose, action becomes effortless. Time management is inseparable from focus. Planning your day, allocating blocks of uninterrupted work, and setting deadlines for yourself reduces the mental load of constant decision-making. Structure allows attention to remain on meaningful work rather than being dispersed across trivial tasks. Purpose provides the destination. Structured time ensures that your energy reaches it efficiently. Discipline is the backbone of sustained focus. Motivation fluctuates, energy wanes, and life throws obstacles in the way. Discipline ensures action continues regardless of mood or circumstance. Purpose strengthens discipline by providing a compelling reason to act, but discipline is the mechanism that ensures consistent execution. Mastery of focus requires both. Single tasking is more effective than multitasking. Attempting to do multiple high-level tasks at once dilutes attention and diminishes performance. Focusing on one meaningful task at a time allows full engagement, higher quality work, and faster progress. Purpose guides the selection of these tasks, ensuring that each focused effort contributes to the ultimate goal. Mindfulness strengthens attention. Being fully present in the moment allows you to notice when focus drifts and redirect your energy deliberately. Simple practices such as deep breathing, meditation, or intentional pauses enhance awareness and sharpen concentration. Mindfulness anchors your mind to purpose, allowing you to act deliberately rather than reactively. Habits reinforce focus. Daily routines, consistent work patterns, and disciplined schedules automate attention and reduce reliance on willpower alone. Over time, purposeful habits embed focus into your lifestyle, making it almost automatic. The combination of habit and purpose ensures that effort is sustained and cumulative, creating long-term results. Energy management supports sustained attention. Physical fatigue, mental exhaustion, and emotional stress degrade focus. Purpose can motivate action, but without sufficient energy, attention falters. Prioritizing rest, nutrition, exercise, and recovery strengthens the mind's ability to concentrate. A healthy body houses a focused mind. Eliminating digital distractions is critical. Notifications, endless scrolling, and the temptation of instant gratification pull attention away from meaningful tasks. Purpose-driven individuals set boundaries, schedule specific times for digital engagement, and create environments where focus is protected. Digital discipline preserves mental space for high-value work. Reflection and review refine focus. Daily evaluation of accomplishments, obstacles, and attention patterns ensures alignment with purpose. What worked? What distracted you? What can be adjusted tomorrow? Reflection is not just a retrospective exercise. It is a strategy for improving attention and aligning daily actions with meaningful goals. Focus also builds resilience against external pressures. Life inevitably presents interruptions, crises, and competing demands. Purpose-driven attention enables you to navigate these challenges without losing sight of your priorities. Strong focus allows you to respond intentionally rather than react impulsively, ensuring that each action serves the ultimate goal. Visualization reinforces attention. Imagining yourself successfully executing tasks, completing goals, and overcoming obstacles strengthens the mind-body connection. Purpose-driven visualization primes your brain to act efficiently, reduces hesitation, and maintains focus under pressure. Seeing the outcome vividly makes the process feel more tangible and achievable. Accountability reinforces focus. Sharing your goals with mentors, colleagues, or supportive peers increases commitment. When others are aware of your purpose and your planned actions, the likelihood of distraction diminishes. Accountability creates external structure that complements internal motivation, ensuring sustained attention. Purpose-driven focus also enhances decision-making. When faced with multiple options, those aligned with your meaningful goals stand out clearly. The mind no longer wastes energy on trivial choices. Purpose acts as a filter, ensuring attention is applied to the most impactful actions. Effective focus simplifies choices and maximizes results. Over time, mastering focus transforms productivity into mastery. Attention becomes a skill that you can control and direct at will. Challenges that once derailed progress become manageable. Energy and effort are no longer wasted on distractions, but concentrated on growth, learning, and meaningful achievement. Purpose fuels the attention, and mastery of focus converts it into results. In conclusion, focus is the engine of purpose-driven action. Without it, motivation and intent dissipate. By recognizing distractions, designing supportive environments, cultivating discipline, managing energy, and embedding purposeful habits, you can master your attention. Purpose ensures that your focus is meaningful, deliberate, and aligned with long-term goals. Mastery of focus is not an innate talent. It is a skill developed through intention, practice, and commitment. When focus is combined with purpose, nothing can derail your progress, and every action moves you closer to becoming the person you aspire to be. Chapter 7. The role of persistence in achieving goals. Persistence is one of the most important qualities for achieving meaningful goals. Talent, opportunity, and even purpose alone are not enough. Without persistence, progress stalls and potential remains untapped. Persistence is the steady, unyielding commitment to act toward your goals, despite obstacles, setbacks, or moments of doubt. It is the quiet force that separates those who reach their dreams from those who merely wish for them. Purpose fuels persistence, but persistence sustains purpose. Motivation often comes in waves, energy fluctuates, excitement wanes, and circumstances change. Purpose gives you the reason to start, but persistence ensures that you continue until the journey is complete. It is the bridge that carries you from inspiration to achievement. Every goal worth pursuing will present obstacles, failures, distractions, criticism, and unexpected challenges are inevitable. Those who give up too soon never experience the growth and success that persistence enables. Every setback is an opportunity to test resolve, learn a lesson, and recommit to the mission. Persistence turns temporary failure into long-term progress. Consistency is the hallmark of persistence. Daily, repeated action, even small, adds up over time. It is not the occasional grand effort that produces results, but the steady accumulation of intentional steps. Purpose provides clarity on what actions matter most, while persistence ensures those actions continue without interruption. Challenges often appear discouraging. The easy path is tempting, but persistence requires courage. Each time you choose to continue in the face of difficulty, you strengthen not just your skills, but your character. Persistence builds resilience, discipline, and confidence. It is a practice that shapes identity, showing you who you truly are when no one is watching. Patience is intertwined with persistence. Goals that matter rarely happen overnight. Long-term achievements require time, effort, and endurance. Purpose provides the vision, but persistence ensures that you remain committed throughout the process. Patience allows you to continue steadily, trusting that the cumulative effect of your actions will produce results. The human mind often underestimates the power of persistence. Many people give up just before breakthroughs occur. Just one more attempt, one more day of effort, one more iteration can make the difference between failure and success. Persistence turns incremental progress into exponential results, and purpose magnifies the value of that progress. Discipline reinforces persistence. Acting consistently, even when motivation fades or obstacles arise, is the essence of sustained effort. Discipline bridges the gap between intention and execution. Every time you practice discipline in alignment with purpose, you build a habit of persistence, creating a self-reinforcing cycle of growth and achievement. Purpose-driven persistence also involves reflection. Assess what works, what doesn't, and adjust strategies accordingly. Persistence is not blind stubbornness. It is a thoughtful, flexible commitment to keep moving forward. Purpose ensures that each effort remains aligned with your meaningful goals, avoiding wasted energy on tasks that do not contribute to the desired outcome. Support systems amplify persistence. Mentors, friends, colleagues, or communities provide encouragement, accountability, and perspective. Sharing your purpose and progress with others creates external reinforcement, making it easier to maintain persistence. Support does not replace effort, but it strengthens the resolve to continue when challenges seem overwhelming. Self-belief grows through persistence. Each small victory reinforces confidence in your abilities. You learn that setbacks are temporary, obstacles are solvable, and challenges are opportunities. Persistence transforms uncertainty into mastery, fear into courage, and potential into tangible achievement. Purpose-driven effort magnifies this growth by connecting every step to a meaningful reason. Persistence also requires adaptability. Obstacles often demand new approaches, skills, or strategies. Sticking to a rigid plan without considering alternatives can lead to stagnation. Purpose gives you the destination, but persistence guides you to explore new routes when needed, ensuring continuous forward motion despite changing circumstances. Visualization enhances persistence. Imagining yourself succeeding despite setbacks reinforces commitment and resilience. Seeing the end result vividly allows your mind to connect daily effort to ultimate achievement. Purpose-directed visualization keeps you motivated and focused, making persistence a natural and deliberate practice. Every effort, no matter how small, contributes to cumulative progress. Persistence transforms repetitive actions into results that may seem invisible at first, but grow over time. The compounding effect of daily, purposeful action turns ordinary efforts into extraordinary outcomes. Purpose amplifies the impact of each step, making persistence more meaningful. Failures are lessons in disguise. Persistent individuals do not see failure as an endpoint, but as feedback. Each misstep provides information, highlighting what to adjust or improve. Purpose ensures that even setbacks contribute to growth, making persistence an intelligent, strategic, and adaptive approach rather than blind repetition. Persistence develops resilience to criticism and doubt. Others may question your path, challenge your methods, or express disbelief in your goals. Purpose-driven persistence allows you to stay centered, focusing on your vision and actions, rather than external judgment. Confidence grows when you remain steadfast in the face of skepticism. The combination of persistence and focus is powerful. Focus directs energy toward the most meaningful actions, while persistence ensures that this energy continues to flow over time. Without focus, persistence can scatter effort. Without persistence, focus cannot produce lasting results. Together they create momentum that carries you toward achievement despite obstacles. Purpose-driven persistence builds identity. You become the type of person who does not give up, who continues forward, who turns challenges into opportunities. Your habits, mindset, and choices align with this identity, reinforcing the behavior naturally. Each act of persistence strengthens your self-image, making perseverance easier and more consistent over time. In conclusion, persistence is the engine that converts purpose and intention into measurable results. It sustains effort when motivation fades, turns obstacles into opportunities, builds resilience and strengthens character. Purpose provides the reason to persist. Focus ensures that effort is effective, and persistence guarantees that meaningful action continues. Mastering persistence transforms goals from dreams into reality, creating a life defined by achievement, growth, and purpose. Chapter 8: Leveraging feedback and learning from mistakes. Mistakes are inevitable. No matter how skilled, knowledgeable, or experienced you are, errors will occur. Every goal worth pursuing comes with challenges, missteps, and lessons disguised as setbacks. Yet, those who achieve extraordinary results do not fear mistakes, they leverage them. Learning from mistakes and integrating feedback into your actions is a critical skill for anyone striving toward meaningful goals. Purpose transforms mistakes into opportunities. When you act with clear intent, missteps are not failures, they are indicators of what needs adjustment. Purpose allows you to approach errors with curiosity rather than frustration. Every mistake contains information, insight into your methods, choices, and areas for growth. The question is not why the mistake happened, but how you will respond to it. Feedback, whether internal or external, is a powerful tool for improvement. External feedback can come from mentors, colleagues, coaches, or peers. Internal feedback emerges from self-reflection, analysis, and honest assessment of outcomes. Both are essential. Purpose-driven individuals actively seek feedback because it provides clarity, corrects course, and accelerates progress. The first step in leveraging feedback is adopting the right mindset. View criticism not as a personal attack, but as a mirror reflecting reality. Detach ego from action. When you separate self-worth from performance, feedback becomes a learning opportunity rather than a source of discouragement. Purpose reinforces this mindset, keeping you focused on growth rather than judgment. Mistakes highlight gaps in knowledge or skill. They illuminate areas where improvement is necessary. Without errors, weaknesses often remain invisible. Purpose-driven individuals embrace mistakes as guidance, using them to refine their strategies and techniques. Every misstep provides actionable insight that moves you closer to mastery. Analysis is crucial. After a mistake, pause and reflect. What went wrong? What could have been done differently? What factors contributed to the outcome? Purpose ensures that this reflection is meaningful. Rather than dwelling on failure, you extract lessons that inform future action. Reflection transforms mistakes from stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Adaptation follows analysis. Learning from mistakes requires change. Strategies, methods, or behaviors may need adjustment. Purpose provides clarity on the desired outcome, and lessons from mistakes guide the path forward. Adapting based on feedback ensures continuous improvement and reduces the likelihood of repeating the same errors. Consistency is key in applying lessons. Learning is insufficient if not acted upon. Purpose-driven individuals implement corrective actions immediately and deliberately. Each adjustment, no matter how small, compounds over time, strengthening skills, improving efficiency, and accelerating progress toward goals. Action is the bridge between insight and results. Feedback also enhances perspective. Often mistakes feel catastrophic in the moment, but with reflection, they reveal hidden opportunities. Perhaps a failed presentation revealed gaps in communication, a missed deadline highlighted time management issues, or an unsuccessful project uncovered areas for creative problem solving. Purpose helps you see beyond immediate discomfort to the long-term value of these insights. Accountability amplifies learning. Sharing progress, mistakes, and lessons with mentors, peers, or supportive communities creates external reinforcement. Others can provide perspective you may have missed and guide you toward better solutions. Purpose ensures that this feedback is applied intentionally, improving your methods and results. Mistakes foster resilience. Encountering setbacks without purpose often leads to frustration or giving up. Purpose-driven individuals treat errors as temporary and instructive, bouncing back stronger each time. The process of learning from mistakes builds confidence and fortifies persistence, ensuring that challenges do not derail progress. Curiosity enhances the ability to learn from errors. Approach mistakes with a mindset of inquiry. Why did this happen? How can I prevent it next time? What alternative approaches exist? Purpose gives direction to this curiosity, turning exploration into productive action rather than aimless rumination. Continuous improvement relies on integrating feedback into habits. Purpose-driven individuals do not just correct mistakes once, they adjust routines, strategies, and behaviors to prevent recurrence. Every lesson informs daily practice, ensuring that growth is not theoretical but embedded in consistent action. Habits reinforced by purpose and feedback accelerate mastery. Embracing mistakes reduces fear of failure. When errors are seen as learning opportunities, taking risks becomes easier. Innovation, experimentation, and creativity flourish when fear does not dominate decision-making. Purpose amplifies this courage, providing a compelling reason to act despite uncertainty and potential setbacks. Reflection after mistakes should focus on systems, not just outcomes. Examine processes, strategies, and decision-making frameworks. Purpose ensures that feedback is applied strategically, enhancing efficiency and effectiveness. Continuous refinement based on analysis and lessons from mistakes turns challenges into advantages. Purpose-driven individuals also recognize patterns. Repeated mistakes indicate areas needing deeper attention, additional learning, or behavior change. Feedthink helps identify these patterns, creating a roadmap for targeted improvement. Purpose ensures that attention is allocated where it matters most, maximizing growth and minimizing wasted effort. Gratitude for feedback enhances learning. Appreciate the insights offered by others, even if the message is difficult to hear. Every piece of guidance is a tool for improvement. Purpose transforms gratitude into action. As lessons are applied thoughtfully and consistently to advance toward meaningful goals, mistakes are part of every journey. No path to success is linear. Purpose-driven action allows you to navigate errors with composure, clarity, and strategic adjustment. Learning from mistakes is not passive, it is active engagement with reality, turning every setback into a stepping stone. Ultimately, leveraging feedback and learning from mistakes accelerates growth. Purpose provides the vision, mistakes provide the lessons, and action converts insight into progress. By embracing errors, analyzing them, adapting, and applying lessons consistently, you build competence, confidence, and mastery. Challenges and mistakes no longer block your path, they guide it, shaping your journey into one of continuous improvement, meaningful achievement, and purposeful success. Chapter 9. Time Management as a Tool for Purposeful Action. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have, yet it is often the most mismanaged. Every person has the same 24 hours in a day, but how those hours are used determines the difference between success and stagnation. Purpose provides direction, but time management ensures that your energy is applied to what truly matters. Without structure and intentionality, even the most meaningful goals can be delayed or abandoned. Understanding the relationship between purpose and time is crucial. Purpose clarifies what is important. Time management structures how you engage with those priorities. Each decision about how to spend your hours should reflect the significance of your goals. Purpose turns time from a passive resource into an active tool for achievement. Prioritization is the foundation of effective time management. Not all tasks are equal. Purpose-driven individuals identify actions that have the highest impact on their meaningful objectives. By distinguishing between urgent, important, and trivial activities, you can focus energy on what propels progress. Purpose provides the criteria for prioritization, guiding attention to high-value actions. Planning daily, weekly, and monthly schedules enhances control over time. Purpose clarifies the ultimate destination, but planning breaks that journey into actionable steps. A structured plan allows for consistent progress, reduces decision fatigue, and minimizes wasted hours. Every scheduled task becomes a deliberate choice aligned with your overarching goals. Setting boundaries is essential. Distractions, interruptions, and external demands can consume hours without notice. Purpose-driven individuals create clear boundaries around their time, protecting focus and ensuring energy is devoted to meaningful work. Saying no to tasks that do not align with your objectives is as critical as committing to those that do. Time blocking is a powerful technique. Allocating specific periods for focused work, learning, reflection, or personal growth ensures that each segment of the day is purposeful. Purpose dictates which activities deserve blocks of time, and discipline ensures adherence. Structured focus amplifies productivity and accelerates progress toward your goals. Flexibility within structure is important. Unexpected events, opportunities, and challenges arise daily. Purpose provides clarity on what matters most, while flexible planning allows for adaptation without losing sight of priorities. Time management is not rigid control, but intentional navigation toward meaningful objectives. Eliminating time-wasting habits is crucial. Activities that provide instant gratification but little long-term benefit drain energy and attention. Mindless scrolling, excessive entertainment, or unproductive routines consume hours that could advance your purpose. Awareness of these habits allows purposeful individuals to replace them with constructive actions aligned with their goals. Delegation multiplies effectiveness. Purpose-driven individuals recognize that their time is limited and valuable. Tasks that do not require personal attention can be delegated, freeing energy for higher priority work. Delegation ensures that purpose-directed actions receive the time and focus they deserve, increasing overall productivity. Reflection enhances time management. At the end of each day or week, assess how time was spent, which activities contributed meaningfully to goals, which were distractions. Purpose-driven reflection identifies inefficiencies, informs adjustments, and reinforces alignment between time usage and meaningful outcomes. Continuous evaluation strengthens time management skills over the long term. Energy management is intertwined with time management. Even with perfect planning, fatigue, stress, and low energy reduce effectiveness. Purpose-driven individuals schedule demanding tasks during peak energy periods and reserve lower energy times for simpler activities. Recognizing the natural rhythm of your day ensures that effort aligns with both time and energy, maximizing results. Focus is a byproduct of good time management. Structured schedules prioritize tasks and minimize distractions, allow the mind to concentrate on high-value actions. Purpose-driven attention is reinforced by time management, creating a synergy that produces consistent progress toward meaningful goals. Focus, time, and purpose are inseparable allies. Microtasks and batching can optimize efficiency. Purpose-driven individuals group similar tasks, reducing context switching and increasing productivity. Completing tasks in batches frees cognitive resources for more complex, impactful work. Purpose ensures that even microtasks contribute to overall objectives, making each minute valuable. Setting deadlines enhances accountability. Purpose without deadlines can lead to procrastination. Deadlines create urgency, clarify expectations, and motivate action. By combining purpose with time constraints, progress becomes measurable, tangible, and consistent. Each completed task becomes a building block toward achieving meaningful goals. Long-term vision informs short-term action. Effective time management aligns daily activities with overarching purpose without connecting actions to long-term goals. Days pass with little meaningful impact. Purpose ensures that short-term decisions serve larger objectives, transforming ordinary routines into steps toward achievement. Balance is key. Purpose-driven time management incorporates work, rest, learning, relationships, and personal growth. Neglecting one area undermines overall performance. Intentional scheduling ensures that each aspect of life receives attention, creating sustainable progress and holistic fulfillment. Purpose guides balance, showing what matters most in the long term. Mindful presence enhances time utilization. Being fully engaged in each task, rather than distracted or multitasking, ensures that the time spent is productive. Purpose keeps attention anchored, making each moment count. Mindfulness transforms hours into meaningful action, rather than wasted motion. Contingency planning is also essential. Unexpected events will disrupt even the best-laid plans. Purpose-driven individuals anticipate potential interruptions and create strategies to stay on course. Flexibility combined with preparation ensures that temporary setbacks do not derail progress, maintaining alignment with goals. Purpose-driven time management cultivates discipline. Daily adherence to structured schedules, prioritization, and reflection strengthens habits, reinforces focus, and increases efficiency. Over time, this discipline becomes second nature, enabling sustained progress even during challenging periods or low motivation. In conclusion, time management is more than just scheduling or efficiency. It is a strategic tool that amplifies the impact of purpose. By prioritizing, planning, reflecting, and managing energy, you convert limited hours into meaningful progress. Purpose gives direction. Time management provides structure, and disciplined action ensures that every moment moves you closer to the goals that matter most. Mastery of time transforms intention into tangible achievement and dreams into reality. Chapter 10: Developing a Growth Mindset for Long-Term Success. The mindset with which you approach life determines how you respond to challenges, setbacks, and opportunities. A fixed mindset assumes that abilities, intelligence, and talents are static, leading to fear of failure, avoidance of risks, and stagnation. A growth mindset, on the other hand, sees potential as expandable, talents as improvable, and challenges as opportunities for learning. Purpose-driven individuals cultivate a growth mindset because it aligns perfectly with meaningful goals and continuous improvement. A growth mindset starts with self-awareness. Recognize where you believe limitations exist and how these beliefs influence your actions. Many people unconsciously avoid difficult tasks, fearing they will fail. By identifying these limiting thoughts, you can consciously challenge them. Purpose provides the motivation to overcome self-doubt and adopt a mindset oriented toward growth. Challenges become opportunities with a growth mindset. When obstacles arise, rather than seeing them as insurmountable, you view them as learning experiences. Each problem presents a chance to acquire knowledge, develop skills, and improve strategies. Purpose guides which challenges are worth engaging with, ensuring that your growth is meaningful and aligned with your long-term goals. Effort is valued, not avoided. Individuals with a growth mindset understand that progress requires work. Talents alone are insufficient. Consistent effort produces mastery. Purpose reinforces this perspective by connecting effort to a meaningful outcome, making hard work not a burden, but a choice that propels you forward. Mistakes are embraced, not feared. A growth mindset recognizes that errors provide essential feedback for improvement. Rather than seeing mistakes as proof of inadequacy, you see them as information. Purpose helps you extract the lessons embedded in every misstep, applying them to refine skills, strategies, and behaviors. Learning from mistakes is a central mechanism of long-term success. Feedback is welcomed, not ignored. Constructive criticism is a gift, offering perspective and insights you may not perceive yourself. Purpose-driven individuals actively seek feedback, using it to improve performance and refine actions. Each piece of feedback, whether positive or negative, becomes a tool for development when processed with a growth mindset. Persistence is strengthened. Growth mindset encourages the understanding that setbacks are temporary and solvable. Challenges are not reasons to quit, but signals to adapt, learn, and persist. Purpose amplifies this persistence by providing a compelling reason to continue, even when progress seems slow or difficult. Long-term success relies on sustained effort, patience, and resilience. Curiosity fuels growth. Individuals with a growth mindset are naturally inquisitive, exploring new methods, ideas, and perspectives. Curiosity motivates learning, experimentation, and problem-solving. Purpose channels this curiosity toward meaningful objectives, ensuring that your desire to learn contributes directly to the goals that matter most. Adaptability is cultivated. Growth mindset involves embracing change rather than resisting it. Circumstances evolve, challenges emerge, and opportunities shift. Purpose provides direction, while a flexible mindset ensures that you navigate change effectively. Adapting to new situations enhances resilience, creativity, and long-term success. Self-reflection is essential. Regularly evaluating performance, decisions, and strategies allows you to identify areas for improvement. Growth mindset integrates reflection as a tool for personal development. Purpose guides reflection by providing the criteria for what matters most, helping you focus on growth that aligns with meaningful objectives. Confidence is built through incremental progress. Small wins and learning experiences accumulate over time, reinforcing the belief that abilities can expand. Purpose-driven action ensures that this progress is not random but directed, giving each success deeper significance and strengthening motivation for continued growth. Continuous learning becomes a lifestyle. A growth mindset views every experience as an opportunity to acquire knowledge, develop skills, and expand capability. Purpose ensures that learning is intentional, connected to goals, and practical in application. This mindset transforms everyday experiences into a steady path of self-improvement. Challenges expand resilience. Facing difficulties with a growth mindset strengthens mental toughness. Purpose-driven individuals view obstacles as tests of skill and perseverance rather than threats. Each challenge overcome enhances confidence, problem-solving ability, and the capacity to handle increasingly complex situations. Goal setting is more effective with a growth mindset. Rather than rigidly defining outcomes, you set adaptive goals, open to learning and improvement along the way. Purpose aligns these goals with what truly matters, ensuring that every effort contributes to meaningful progress rather than superficial achievement. Motivation shifts from external to internal. A growth mindset fosters intrinsic drive, emphasizing personal improvement, learning, and meaningful contribution over external validation. Purpose enhances intrinsic motivation by connecting every action to a compelling, long-term reason. This combination sustains effort through periods of difficulty, distraction, or doubt. Collaboration and learning from others are enhanced. Individuals with a growth mindset value the insights, experiences, and expertise of peers. Purpose ensures that collaboration is strategic, focused on meaningful growth, and aligned with personal objectives. Learning from others accelerates skill acquisition and fosters innovation. Risk-taking becomes calculated rather than avoided. Growth mindset encourages stepping outside comfort zones, experimenting, and challenging oneself. Purpose provides the reason to take these risks, ensuring they are meaningful and aligned with long-term objectives. Embracing risk leads to breakthroughs that a fixed mindset would never allow. Resilience to criticism and setbacks grows stronger. With a growth mindset, challenges do not diminish confidence, but strengthen it. Purpose keeps attention on meaningful outcomes, allowing you to navigate difficulties without losing momentum. Each obstacle becomes an opportunity to refine strategy, skills, and approach. Identity transforms. Adopting a growth mindset reshapes self-perception from static to evolving. You become the type of person who learns, adapts, persists, and thrives in the face of challenge. Purpose anchors this identity, ensuring that growth is not aimless, but directed toward meaningful achievement. In conclusion, developing a growth mindset is a critical element for long-term success. It allows you to embrace challenges, value effort, learn from mistakes, welcome feedback, persist despite setbacks, and continuously improve. Purpose provides direction, clarity, and meaning, while a growth mindset ensures that every experience, action, and challenge contributes to skill development and personal mastery. Together, purpose and a growth mindset create a powerful framework for achieving goals, unlocking potential, and realizing meaningful success over the long term. Chapter 11. Harnessing motivation to sustain long-term goals. Motivation is the fuel that drives action. Without it, even the clearest purpose and the most meticulously planned goals can stall. Yet motivation is not a constant force. It fluctuates with circumstances, energy, and mindset. To achieve long-term goals, it is essential to understand how motivation works, how to cultivate it intentionally, and how to sustain it through challenges and obstacles. Purpose provides direction, but motivation transforms intention into consistent action. There are two types of motivation: intrinsic and extrinsic. Extrinsic motivation relies on external rewards or recognition, while intrinsic motivation is driven by personal satisfaction, growth, and the meaningfulness of the goal itself. Purpose strengthens intrinsic motivation, connecting actions to something deeply significant. The more compelling your purpose, the more naturally motivated you become. Understanding why you pursue a goal is crucial. Motivation is stronger when it is tied to meaningful outcomes. Goals pursued solely for external approval or temporary gratification are fragile. Purpose clarifies the why, ensuring that motivation is anchored in values, long-term vision, and personal growth. When your reason for action is deeply meaningful, motivation becomes sustainable. Motivation is reinforced by progress. Each step forward, no matter how small, creates momentum and psychological reinforcement. Purpose-driven individuals celebrate milestones and recognize incremental achievements, Understanding that progress fuels continued effort. Tracking advancement ensures that motivation remains visible and tangible, even when the overall goal seems distant. Visualization enhances motivation. Imagining yourself achieving your goals, overcoming obstacles, and living the outcomes you desire strengthens commitment. Purpose amplifies the impact of visualization, providing clarity about what success looks like and why it matters. Mental rehearsal primes the mind for action, reducing hesitation and increasing confidence. External support can sustain motivation. Mentors, peers, and supportive communities provide encouragement, accountability, and perspective. Sharing progress with others reinforces commitment, while hearing about others' successes and strategies inspires continued effort. Purpose ensures that external input is applied thoughtfully, aligning encouragement with meaningful objectives. Motivation is often challenged by setbacks. Obstacles, failures, and criticism can erode determination if not managed properly. Purpose-driven individuals reframe setbacks as opportunities to learn, adapt, and strengthen resolve. Maintaining a clear sense of why the goal matters allows motivation to endure even during difficult periods, transforming challenges into catalysts for persistence. Routine and habit are powerful tools for sustaining motivation. Consistent daily actions, aligned with long-term goals, reduce reliance on fluctuating willpower. Purpose guides the selection of these actions, ensuring that habits are meaningful rather than arbitrary. Repetition creates momentum, making sustained effort almost automatic over time. Energy management is critical. Motivation cannot be sustained when you are physically exhausted, mentally drained, or emotionally depleted. Purpose helps prioritize tasks, but maintaining energy through rest, nutrition, exercise, and recovery ensures that motivation translates into action. A healthy mind and body amplify the ability to persist consistently. Self-talk influences motivation. Positive, purpose-aligned internal dialogue strengthens resolve, whereas negative or self-defeating thoughts erode determination. Purpose-driven individuals cultivate affirming narratives that remind them of their reasons for pursuing goals, reinforcing the commitment to act even when faced with difficulty or uncertainty. Goal clarity enhances motivation. Vague objectives produce weak commitment. Clearly defined, purpose-aligned goals create a roadmap for action and provide direction for effort. Breaking large goals into manageable steps allows for visible progress, making it easier to stay motivated over time. Each completed step reinforces belief in your ability to achieve the ultimate outcome. Accountability reinforces motivation. Sharing your goals, plans, and progress with mentors, peers, or supportive networks increases commitment. Purpose ensures that accountability focuses on meaningful action rather than superficial measurement. When others are aware of your dedication, motivation is strengthened by both internal drive and external reinforcement. Intrinsic rewards sustain long-term effort. Pleasure derived from learning, skill development, mastery, or meaningful contribution reinforces continued action. Purpose amplifies intrinsic satisfaction, transforming everyday effort into enjoyable, fulfilling work. When the journey itself is rewarding, motivation is less dependent on external recognition or short-term incentives. Anticipating challenges helps maintain motivation. Purpose-driven individuals identify potential obstacles and plan strategies to overcome them. Preparation reduces the likelihood of discouragement, providing confidence that difficulties can be navigated successfully. Motivation is strengthened when setbacks are expected and accounted for, rather than experienced as surprises. Flexibility in approach sustains motivation. Goals may evolve, circumstances may change, and unexpected opportunities may arise. Purpose-driven flexibility ensures that commitment remains intact, even when methods shift. Motivation is reinforced when the mind is open to adaptation, while staying anchored to meaningful objectives. Reflection strengthens motivation. Regularly reviewing accomplishments, lessons learned, and growth achieved keeps the significance of your efforts visible. Purpose-driven reflection highlights the meaningful impact of daily actions, reminding you why the goal matters and sustaining the desire to continue. Reflection transforms abstract progress into tangible reinforcement for motivation. Connecting actions to long-term vision enhances persistence. Immediate results may be delayed, making short-term effort feel unrewarding. Purpose ensures that motivation is sustained by the broader impact and value of the goal. Understanding how present effort contributes to meaningful outcomes keeps energy focused and commitment high. Resilience is closely linked to motivation. Facing setbacks, criticism, or slow progress can weaken determination. Purpose-driven individuals anchor motivation in values, vision, and personal significance rather than fluctuating circumstances. Resilience allows sustained effort despite adversity, maintaining alignment with long-term objectives. Motivation grows through inspiration and curiosity. Engaging with new ideas, perspectives, and experiences sparks creativity, excitement, and engagement. Purpose guides curiosity toward meaningful areas, ensuring that inspiration leads to action rather than distraction. Continuous learning feeds motivation by expanding capability and reinforcing commitment. In conclusion, motivation is essential for achieving long-term goals. Purpose provides the reason, direction, and meaning behind action, while deliberate strategies, self-awareness, reflection, habit, energy management, and resilience sustain motivation over time. By understanding, cultivating, and harnessing motivation, you ensure that effort is consistent, challenges are navigated with determination, and meaningful objectives are pursued persistently. Motivation, aligned with purpose, transforms goals into reality and effort into lasting achievement. Chapter 12. Building confidence through consistent action. Confidence is not innate, it is earned through consistent effort and deliberate action. Many people mistake temporary feelings of certainty or external praise for true confidence, but genuine self-assurance grows from repeated experience, learning, and mastery. Purpose provides direction, but consistent action transforms that purpose into tangible capability, reinforcing belief in oneself and one's ability to achieve meaningful goals. The foundation of confidence is competence. Every time you take purposeful action and see results, even small ones, you prove to yourself that your efforts produce outcomes. Purpose-driven individuals focus on meaningful tasks, ensuring that each action is significant and contributes to personal growth. Repeated success in these actions builds skill, knowledge, and mastery, forming the core of authentic confidence. Consistency is critical. Sporadic effort produces inconsistent results, leaving self-doubt intact. Regularly engaging in deliberate practice, reflection, and improvement reinforces the connection between effort and outcome. Over time, consistency transforms uncertainty into reliability, teaching the mind that repeated action reliably produces progress. Purpose ensures that consistency is directed toward meaningful goals rather than random activity. Action mitigates fear. Many people hesitate to pursue goals due to fear of failure, judgment, or uncertainty. Purpose gives a compelling reason to act, but confidence grows each time action is taken, despite fear. With repeated engagement, challenges become manageable, setbacks become temporary, and hesitation diminishes. Action is the antidote to self-doubt. Small wins accumulate to create momentum. Purpose-driven individuals recognize the value of incremental progress. Each completed step validates effort, reinforces ability, and builds a sense of accomplishment. These cumulative victories enhance confidence, not through external validation but through direct evidence of competence and achievement. Consistency transforms small actions into measurable growth. Reflection enhances understanding of capability. After taking action, reviewing outcomes, strategies, and lessons learned strengthens self-awareness. Purpose guides this reflection, highlighting what matters most and clarifying how efforts contribute to meaningful objectives. Recognizing improvement over time bolsters confidence by showing tangible progress even when challenges persist. Preparation amplifies self-assurance. Taking purposeful steps requires knowledge, planning, and readiness. Purpose provides the reason and direction, but preparation equips you to act effectively. The more thoroughly you prepare, the more confident you feel in your ability to navigate obstacles and perform tasks successfully. Competence through preparation builds trust in your own abilities. Resilience reinforces confidence. Setbacks and failures are inevitable on the path to meaningful goals. Purpose-driven individuals treat failures as temporary, informative, and actionable. Each time you recover, adapt, and continue, confidence grows. Resilience demonstrates that you can overcome difficulty, reinforcing self-belief and the capacity to handle future challenges. Skill mastery is intertwined with confidence. Focused, purposeful practice improves proficiency, turning once difficult tasks into familiar routines. Purpose ensures that skill development is meaningful and aligned with long-term goals. As competence increases, fear of failure diminishes and self-assurance strengthens. Confidence becomes grounded in demonstrated ability rather than mere wishful thinking. Action builds autonomy. Taking consistent, deliberate steps toward goals fosters a sense of control over outcomes. Purpose provides the roadmap, but confidence arises from knowing that your choices, decisions, and efforts directly influence results. This sense of agency strengthens self-efficacy, the belief in your capacity to effect change in your life. Feedback informs growth. Purpose-driven individuals actively seek input from mentors, peers, or personal reflection to improve performance. Constructive feedback, when applied consistently, transforms weaknesses into strengths. Observing improvement through repeated action enhances confidence, showing that deliberate effort leads to tangible mastery. Overcoming discomfort fosters bravery and self-assurance. Many meaningful actions involve stretching beyond comfort zones, confronting uncertainty, or facing criticism. Purpose provides motivation to engage despite discomfort. Each time action is taken in these situations, confidence expands, teaching that fear does not control outcomes and that challenges can be managed effectively. Visualization supports consistent action, imagining successful performance, handling challenges skillfully, and achieving meaningful goals, prepares the mind for effective execution. Purpose guides visualization toward meaningful outcomes, strengthening confidence by connecting mental rehearsal with real-world achievement. Visualization reinforces belief in ability before, during, and after action. Persistence is essential. Confidence is built over time, not in isolated moments. Purpose-driven individuals commit to long-term effort, understanding that mastery and self-assurance develop gradually. Each repeated action, lesson learned, and incremental success reinforces the belief that sustained effort produces results. Patience combined with consistency transforms potential into confidence. Habits create an automatic foundation for confidence. Purpose-driven behaviors repeated consistently form routines that require less conscious effort over time. When positive actions become habitual, confidence grows because competence becomes second nature. Habitual engagement reduces doubt, uncertainty, and hesitation, making purposeful action almost effortless. Acknowledging progress nurtures motivation and confidence. Reflect on the journey rather than only the destination. Recognize growth in skills, mindset, resilience, and problem-solving. Purpose ensures that this acknowledgement is aligned with meaningful goals, reinforcing belief in your ability to continue progressing effectively. Confidence deepens when it is grounded in evidence of achievement. Self-talk shapes perception of ability. Purpose-driven individuals cultivate positive, affirming internal dialogue, reinforcing competence, resilience, and capability. Repeated action provides evidence to support positive self-belief, creating a feedback loop where experience confirms confidence and confidence encourages further action. Mindset becomes a tool to sustain momentum. confidence gained through consistent action is durable. Unlike fleeting confidence derived from praise or luck, it is grounded in skill, preparation, and deliberate effort. Purpose ensures that this confidence is directed toward meaningful objectives, making it reliable even in the face of challenges or uncertainty. Confidence becomes a foundation rather than a temporary boost. In conclusion, confidence is built through deliberate, purposeful, and consistent action. Purpose provides direction, while repeated engagement, preparation, reflection, skill development, resilience, and positive self-talk reinforce self-assurance. Each step forward, each lesson learned, and each success achieved strengthens belief in your abilities. By acting consistently toward meaningful goals, confidence evolves from abstract hope into tangible capability, enabling you to face challenges, take initiative, and achieve the outcomes you aspire to with certainty and poise. Chapter 13. The Power of Accountability in Achieving Goals. Accountability is a critical factor in achieving meaningful goals. While purpose provides direction and motivation fuels action, accountability ensures that effort is consistent, deliberate, and measurable. It acts as a mirror reflecting your progress, decisions, and adherence to your plans. Without accountability, even strong purpose and motivation can falter, leaving potential unrealized and goals unfulfilled. Accountability begins with personal responsibility. The first person you must answer to is yourself. Acknowledging that your actions or inactions determine outcomes is foundational. Purpose provides clarity on what matters most, while accountability ensures that choices, decisions, and daily actions align with that purpose. Recognizing personal responsibility strengthens integrity and self-discipline, reinforcing commitment to goals. External accountability amplifies internal commitment. Sharing goals with mentors, colleagues, friends, or supportive communities creates external reinforcement. Knowing that others are aware of your intentions adds a layer of motivation as actions are observed, evaluated, and encouraged. Purpose ensures that accountability is meaningful, focusing on significant outcomes rather than trivial tasks or superficial compliance. Tracking progress is essential for effective accountability. Regularly reviewing actions, milestones, and results provides a clear picture of advancement. Purpose-driven individuals measure success against meaningful objectives, not arbitrary standards. Progress tracking creates transparency, enabling course corrections, reinforcing positive behavior, and maintaining motivation even during challenging periods. Accountability encourages consistency. Effort becomes regular and deliberate when there is someone or even a system to answer to. Purpose-directed actions are reinforced daily through structured routines, checkpoints, or reporting mechanisms. This consistency strengthens habits, builds momentum, and ensures that long-term objectives are actively pursued rather than delayed or neglected. Feedback is a central component of accountability. Constructive input from mentors, peers, or personal reflection highlights strengths, identifies areas for improvement, and guides adaptation. Purpose ensures that feedback is applied thoughtfully and strategically, aligning lessons with meaningful objectives. Effective accountability combines observation, evaluation, and action for continual growth. Transparency enhances commitment. Being open about goals, challenges, and progress reinforces responsibility. Sharing successes and setbacks with others fosters trust and encourages continued effort. Purpose provides the criteria for transparency, ensuring that disclosures are meaningful and focused on constructive growth rather than superficial reporting. Accountability strengthens decision-making. When aware that actions will be evaluated, individuals make more deliberate, purposeful choices. Purpose anchors these decisions, ensuring alignment with long-term goals. Accountability reduces impulsive or counterproductive behaviors, creating an environment where intentional action is the default rather than the exception. Resilience grows through accountability. Challenges, setbacks, and failures are inevitable in any meaningful pursuit. External accountability encourages perseverance, while internal accountability fosters self-reliance. Purpose-driven individuals view obstacles as learning opportunities, and accountability ensures that they continue acting toward their goals despite difficulty, uncertainty, or temporary discouragement. Habit formation is reinforced. Repeated, purposeful actions supported by accountability gradually become automatic. Purpose-driven accountability ensures that habits focus on high-impact behaviors, creating a reliable system of growth. Over time, the combination of consistency, reflection, and responsibility produces sustainable momentum toward achieving goals. Self-evaluation cultivates awareness. Purpose-driven accountability involves regularly assessing actions, strategies, and outcomes. Honest evaluation highlights what is working, what needs adjustment, and what should be eliminated. This reflective process strengthens competence, clarifies priorities, and builds confidence that efforts are effective and aligned with meaningful objectives. Collaboration and shared accountability enhance results. Working alongside others who are also committed to meaningful goals fosters mutual support, idea exchange, and constructive critique. Purpose ensures that collaborative efforts remain focused and efficient, maximizing the impact of collective energy while maintaining individual responsibility. Motivation is reinforced through accountability. Knowing that progress will be observed or reported provides external reinforcement for effort. Purpose amplifies this effect by connecting accountability to meaningful objectives, transforming monitoring from a mechanical process into a tool that sustains engagement, enthusiasm, and determination. Learning from mistakes becomes easier. Accountability structures provide feedback loops that identify missteps and corrective actions. Purpose ensures that lessons learned are applied strategically, improving future performance. By integrating reflection, feedback, and action, accountability turns errors into opportunities for growth and refinement. Commitment is solidified. Declaring goals publicly or privately creates a psychological bond, making it more likely that actions will follow intention. Purpose provides clarity on what is worth committing to, while accountability enforces follow-through. This combination minimizes procrastination, strengthens discipline, and ensures that energy is directed toward meaningful achievement. Flexibility within accountability is vital. While responsibility requires consistency, it also demands adaptation when circumstances change. Purpose-driven individuals adjust strategies without abandoning accountability, maintaining alignment with long-term goals. This balance between structure and adaptability maximizes effectiveness and reduces frustration. Confidence develops through accountability. Meeting commitments, completing planned actions, and achieving measurable progress reinforces self-belief. Purpose ensures that confidence grows in alignment with meaningful objectives, rather than superficial accomplishments. Accountability validates effort, demonstrating that intentional action produces real, tangible results. Long-term achievement relies on accountability. Short-term motivation fluctuates, but systems of responsibility create sustained engagement over time. Purpose-directed accountability ensures that consistent effort, reflection, and adaptation drive cumulative progress toward meaningful objectives. Goals become attainable not solely through desire, but through disciplined, accountable action. In conclusion, accountability is a cornerstone of successful goal achievement. It ensures consistency, reinforces effort, encourages reflection, supports adaptation, and sustains motivation. Purpose provides direction and significance, while accountability translates intention into action, bridging the gap between vision and realization. By embracing both internal and external accountability, you cultivate discipline, resilience, confidence, and ultimately, meaningful success. Accountability transforms aspiration into measurable achievement, ensuring that every purposeful action contributes to long-term goals and personal growth. Chapter 14. Cultivating discipline for long-term results. Discipline is the bridge between intention and achievement. Purpose provides clarity about what matters, motivation fuels the drive to act, but discipline ensures that effort is consistent, deliberate, and sustainable over time. Without discipline, even the clearest goals and strongest motivations can falter in the face of distractions, fatigue, or temptation. To achieve meaningful long-term results, cultivating discipline is essential. Discipline begins with self-awareness. Recognizing habits, tendencies, and patterns of behavior allows you to understand where effort is wasted and where improvement is needed. Purpose provides guidance, highlighting the areas that are most significant for your growth and goals. Self-awareness, combined with purpose, enables intentional action rather than reactive behavior. Consistency is the heart of discipline. Daily, deliberate actions, even small ones, accumulate over time to produce extraordinary results. Purpose-driven individuals understand that occasional effort is insufficient. Long-term success is built on repeated, focused action, maintained even when motivation fluctuates or challenges arise. Discipline transforms intention into measurable progress. Goal alignment reinforces discipline. Every action should serve a meaningful purpose. When tasks, routines, and behaviors are connected to larger objectives, maintaining discipline becomes easier because actions feel significant rather than arbitrary. Purpose ensures that your efforts are not random, but strategically directed toward meaningful outcomes. Habit formation is a powerful tool for discipline. By embedding purposeful behaviors into daily routines, action becomes automatic. Purpose-driven habits reduce reliance on fleeting motivation, making consistent effort more manageable. Over time, disciplined routines create a reliable structure for productivity, growth, and achievement, turning effort into second nature. Delayed gratification is central to cultivating discipline. Achieving long-term goals often requires sacrificing short-term pleasure for lasting rewards. Purpose provides clarity about why these sacrifices matter, allowing you to endure discomfort and postpone immediate gratification. Discipline ensures that choices align with long-term priorities rather than impulsive desires. Time management supports discipline. Structured schedules, prioritized tasks, and intentional allocation of energy ensure that effort is focused where it matters most. Purpose clarifies which activities deserve attention, and disciplined time management guarantees consistent engagement. Effective use of time turns daily action into steady progress toward meaningful goals. Resisting distractions strengthens discipline. In a world full of interruptions, notifications, and temptations, purposeful focus is essential. Discipline involves maintaining attention on tasks that matter, filtering out irrelevant or trivial activities. Purpose provides the motivation to stay committed, while consistent effort reinforces the ability to concentrate despite competing demands. Self-regulation is a key aspect of discipline. Controlling impulses, emotions, and reactions allows you to act in alignment with long-term objectives rather than short-term urges. Purpose-driven individuals practice restraint, choosing actions that advance meaningful goals. Over time, self-regulation becomes habitual, reinforcing consistency, focus, and effectiveness. Accountability reinforces discipline. When you are answerable to yourself or others for your actions, consistency and effort are strengthened. Purpose ensures that accountability focuses on meaningful outcomes, not superficial compliance. Regular evaluation of progress, reflection on results, and adjustment of strategies maintain disciplined engagement and continuous improvement. Persistence and resilience are intertwined with discipline. Challenges, setbacks, and failures test commitment, but disciplined individuals continue acting despite difficulty. Purpose-driven persistence allows you to view obstacles as temporary and solvable, maintaining momentum and reinforcing self-belief. Discipline ensures that action continues even when conditions are challenging or progress seems slow. Incremental improvement is amplified through disciplined effort. Purpose-driven individuals engage in continuous learning, reflection, and skill development, consistently refining methods and strategies. Small, deliberate improvements, repeated over time, compound into significant growth, transforming potential into capability and results. Planning and preparation enhance disciplined action. Purpose provides clarity on priorities, while structured preparation ensures that actions are executed effectively and efficiently. Anticipating challenges, allocating resources, and defining steps in advance create an environment where discipline is easier to maintain, reducing the influence of chance or distraction. Mindset reinforces discipline, viewing effort, sacrifice, and routine as meaningful rather than burdensome increases engagement. Purpose frames disciplined action as a pathway to desired outcomes rather than a chore. This perspective strengthens commitment, making consistency natural and reinforcing long-term progress. Reflection strengthens disciplined behavior. Purpose-driven individuals regularly assess their actions, habits, and results to ensure alignment with goals. Honest evaluation highlights successes, identifies areas for improvement, and informs adjustments. Reflection transforms routine effort into strategic, purpose-aligned action, enhancing both effectiveness and self-confidence. Motivation and discipline are complementary. Motivation provides the energy to begin, while discipline sustains action when enthusiasm wanes. Purpose bridges the two, connecting effort to meaningful outcomes. By cultivating discipline, you ensure that progress continues even when motivation fluctuates or challenges threaten to derail action. Confidence grows through disciplined action. Repeated, purposeful effort builds competence, mastery, and resilience. Purpose-driven individuals develop trust in their ability to perform, make decisions, and achieve results. Discipline transforms potential into skill, uncertainty into assurance, and intention into tangible accomplishment. Flexibility enhances disciplined action. While discipline requires consistency, it also benefits from adaptation to changing circumstances. Purpose provides clarity about what matters, allowing strategies, methods, or approaches to evolve without compromising commitment. This balance between consistency and adaptability ensures long-term effectiveness. Celebrating milestones reinforces discipline. Recognizing progress validates effort, strengthens commitment, and provides motivation to continue. Purpose ensures that acknowledgement is tied to meaningful achievement rather than superficial reward. Celebrating success reinforces positive behavior, making disciplined action more sustainable over time. In conclusion, cultivating discipline is essential for achieving long-term results. Purpose provides clarity and direction, motivation fuels initial action, and discipline ensures consistent, deliberate effort toward meaningful objectives. Through habit formation, self-regulation, persistence, reflection, and incremental improvement, disciplined action transforms intention into tangible achievement. Mastering discipline allows you to navigate challenges, sustain effort, and convert purpose-driven goals into lasting success. Chapter 15: Integrating Purpose, Motivation, and Action for Lasting Success. Success is rarely the result of a single factor. Purpose provides direction, motivation fuels energy, and action translates intention into results. However, lasting success emerges when these elements are integrated seamlessly. Aligning purpose, motivation, and action ensures that effort is meaningful, sustained, and effective, creating a pathway to achievement that is both fulfilling and resilient. Purpose is the foundation. It clarifies what truly matters, why goals are worth pursuing, and how actions contribute to long-term objectives. Without purpose, motivation may be scattered, and action may be inconsistent or misdirected. Purpose provides context, transforming effort from mechanical repetition into intentional progress. It acts as the compass, guiding decisions, prioritization, and daily behavior. Motivation acts as the engine. It energizes action, sustains engagement, and encourages persistence. Motivation, however, is not constant. It fluctuates with circumstances, energy levels, and emotional states. Purpose stabilizes motivation, giving a reason to act even when enthusiasm wanes. By linking effort to meaningful outcomes, motivation becomes resilient, sustaining action through challenges and setbacks. Action is the bridge between intention and results. Purpose without action remains abstract, and motivation without execution is wasted energy. Deliberate, consistent, and purposeful action converts vision into measurable progress. Action provides feedback, teaches lessons, and builds competence, creating a cycle where effort reinforces confidence, skills, and long-term growth. Integration requires alignment. Every action should reflect purpose and be energized by motivation. When alignment exists, effort becomes efficient, focus sharpens, and momentum builds. Purpose ensures that goals are meaningful, motivation drives engagement, and action produces tangible outcomes. Misalignment, on the other hand, leads to wasted energy, frustration, and stalled progress. Consistency strengthens integration. Purpose, motivation, and action must be engaged daily, habitually, and deliberately. Purpose reminds you why you act. Motivation encourages you to begin and persist, and disciplined action ensures that effort continues over time. Together, they create a reinforcing system where progress becomes inevitable rather than dependent on fleeting feelings or circumstances. Reflection is essential for integration. Regular assessment of goals, actions, and motivation ensures that efforts remain aligned with purpose. Reflection highlights what is working, identifies inefficiencies, and informs adjustments. Purpose-driven reflection transforms experience into insight, strengthening the integration of intention, energy, and execution over time. Adaptability enhances sustained success. While purpose anchors direction, circumstances and opportunities change. Motivation fluctuates, and strategies may require adjustment. Integrating purpose, motivation, and action allows flexible adaptation without losing sight of meaningful objectives. This balance between consistency and responsiveness is key to long-term achievement. Feedback amplifies integration. Insights from mentors, peers, or personal reflection provide valuable guidance. Purpose determines the relevance of feedback. Motivation reinforces the willingness to apply it, and deliberate action ensures that lessons are implemented. The combination of learning, adjustment, and execution strengthens progress and enhances skill mastery. Resilience emerges naturally. Integrating purpose, motivation, and action creates a system capable of withstanding challenges. Setbacks, failures, and unexpected obstacles are navigated effectively because direction is clear, energy is present, and response is deliberate. Resilience ensures that temporary difficulties do not derail long-term objectives. Momentum builds exponentially. Consistent integration creates cycles of progress, where purpose guides choices, motivation energizes effort, and action produces results. Each success reinforces confidence, competence, and engagement, further motivating continued effort. Over time, momentum transforms daily effort into lasting achievement and meaningful growth. Clarity enhances decision-making. When purpose, motivation, and action are aligned, choices become simpler. Decisions about priorities, strategies, and daily behavior are guided by a clear understanding of what matters, what drives engagement, and what produces results. Integration reduces confusion, hesitation, and wasted energy, streamlining the path to goals. Habits reinforce integration. Purposeful routines, motivated engagement, and consistent action embed themselves into daily life, reducing reliance on willpower or transient emotion. Purpose guides habit selection, motivation maintains adherence, and disciplined action ensures execution. Over time, integrated habits create automatic pathways to sustained success. Self-efficacy is strengthened. Seeing the results of deliberate, purposeful, and motivated action reinforces belief in one's capability. Confidence grows because success is grounded in evidence, not wishful thinking. Purpose ensures that achievements are meaningful. Motivation sustains effort, and action provides proof of competence, forming a solid foundation for further progress. Long-term focus is maintained. Immediate gratification or temporary setbacks cannot derail progress when purpose, motivation, and action are aligned. Purpose reminds you of significance. Motivation energizes continued effort, and disciplined action produces consistent results. Together they create a framework for pursuing goals over weeks, months, and years without losing direction or momentum. Integration fosters balance. Purpose ensures that effort is meaningful, motivation ensures engagement, and action ensures execution. Applying these principles across work, learning, relationships, and personal growth ensures that achievements are holistic rather than isolated. Success becomes sustainable, fulfilling, and aligned with your broader life vision. Innovation and growth are enhanced. When purpose, motivation, and action are aligned, challenges become opportunities, feedback becomes guidance, and creativity flourishes. Integrated effort encourages experimentation, problem-solving, and adaptive strategies, producing results that exceed what isolated effort could achieve. Gratitude and reflection reinforce the system. Recognizing progress, learning, and the meaningfulness of achievement strengthens engagement and sustains integration. Purpose provides the context, motivation fuels appreciation, and action ensures that lessons are applied. Reflection transforms effort into insight and experience into wisdom. In conclusion, lasting success requires more than purpose, motivation, or action alone. It emerges when these elements are integrated, aligned, and consistently applied. Purpose provides direction, motivation energizes effort, and action translates intention into tangible results. Reflection, adaptability, consistency, and feedback strengthen this integration, creating momentum, resilience, and sustainable growth. By consciously aligning purpose, motivation, and action, you transform potential into achievement, challenges into opportunities, and effort into lasting, meaningful success. This integration is the ultimate key to turning goals into reality and dreams into accomplished outcomes.